friends. Myself Priyanka Sakhare. I am a T.I.M.E student from 2019 and 20 batch. This year I appeared for CAT and I got a 96.5 percentile in CAT. Talking about my background, I am a BTech, I am an engineer, and currently I am working at TCS with a 2-year experience. I am a QA analyst at TCS. So talking about my preparation strategy and how time helped me with my strategy to crack CAT, I would like to tell you all, I'd like to tell you, section wise. So basically there are 3 sections in CAT. So we have a VARC section, we have a LRDI, that is logical reasoning and data interpretation, and then we have a quantitative reasoning, or you can say quants, that is what we call it. So these are the 3 sections we have, and the paper is broadly of 300 marks. So starting with my strategy, I'd like to tell you that I joined the full-time course at T.I.M.E. I joined it in the March month when we have CAT exam in November. So I joined it the same year. This is the first year, the first attempt that I gave CAT, and I started my preparation around April. 1 or 2 months I took to get me ready for the mental state of studying with working, and I also am a professional anchor, so coming out of all that zone of your working and study balance life. So it took me 2 months for that. Starting from April, I joined the weekend batch at T.I.M.E. T.I.M.E has both weekday and weekend batches. If you are a college student, if you are free in the week, you've taken a gap, you can attend the weekday batch, and if you are a working individual, you can attend the weekend batches. They have batches Saturday, Sunday around 4 to 5 hours a week, a smaller batch strength, maybe 20 students in a batch, which is very good for a direct student to faculty interaction. Every time the faculty is available for you for whatever doubts you have, you can, they'll clear it in the breaks, they'll clear it after the class. Every branch that time is spread out, in Mumbai or entire India, the faculties are very, very approachable. You can always go out to them and they'll clear your doubts, and, very vigilant and very energetic they are. Around April, I started my preparation. I just started, pressuring on the basics that are there. They give you a study material for all the 3 sections. They have one easy study material and one advanced study material, which you get around July, that when you're done with your basics. They also have direct lecture sessions. So you can attend the lecture sections, you can solve the study material. They have so many questions, like 50 questions in one exercise, like that. They have 2 exercises for all the 3 sections. So that one exercise they solve it in the class, one you have to solve it by your own, and you can clear your doubts there. Then they also have 25 AIMCATs, that is the test series they have. They have 25 AIMCATs, the mock exams which are actually same like CAT. You can go to the center, you can give the exam with all the same kind of hall ticket, booking, all of that, slot reservation and all of that, with 3 hours in front of your computer. And there are 25 SAMCATs which you can give at home. So I get 50 mocks are more than enough for all of us to prepare. And around July, I started my advanced series. I used to, be regular with my classes, be regular with all my mock exams. And I feel 25 AIMCATs are more than enough, even if you don't focus on your SAMCATs. 25 AIMCATs are more than enough to clear and to be prepared for CAT. So around July, I started, being a bit serious about the advanced section, that is clear, doing the CAT level questions that are there, which is difficulty level 2 and difficulty level 3. And I used to attend all the sessions, I used to give all the tests, and sectional tests, that is what you can do for self-study. They have the entire student home page at T.I.M.E, which you can use to the best of your benefit, and it will surely give you results. And after that, when the exam was like 3 months for the exam, they start some advanced lectures for you. These are the specialized lectures which are based on your performance. So if you are really a regular test taker and you really score well, maybe above 70 percentile, above 80 percentile in your mock exams, they give you some special lectures like catalysis lectures, wherein there are high-end advanced faculties who come and who give you a broader sense or a broader perspective towards the complex topics. If it's VARC, they tell you more about critical reasoning, which is the reading comprehension critical reasoning part. If it's LRDI, they give you some really difficult puzzles which came in the nearly previous mocks or previous exams, 2017 and 18 exams, which were really difficult CAT level questions. And if it is quant, they give you some faster strategies to solve. Maybe it's speed maths, or maybe it's some really difficult concepts which you could just click in milliseconds by some concepts that they teach you. So it's really amazing to attend all those catalysis lectures. Then there is a target 99 lecture, which is especially for students who scored very high. So I attended all those target 99 lectures, and the maximum learning on a CAT level questions, basically what happens is by the end of maybe August to September, you understand where maybe your score would come to, or maybe where you're lacking. So what they say is, to a 95 percentile is what a hard work can give you, but that 95 to 99 straight needs some extra questions focus. So all of that they give you, they cover everything in their target 99 lectures. And regarding the special VRC section, which is normally tough for engineers, as I'm an engineer, so I could help you with it. VRC section, it is very important for you to not neglect it, just like the school English paper as we used to neglect. It is not the last minute study that we do for VARC in CAT, because it's extremely difficult. The most challenging section for engineers, to be specific. Other people also, I may not be judgmental, maybe some engineers may feel logic to be difficult or quant, but VARC somewhere engineers struggle. So my strategy for VARC was, I used to read. I was never a reader, I never read a single book, but when I started preparing for CAT, I read Dan Brown, I read so many different international newspapers like New York Times, I used to read The Guardian, Washington Post, all of these newspapers. So, allot 1 hour of the day to read a newspaper, may it be international, may it be Indian, depending on your comfort level. The Hindu, Live Mint would be really good Indian newspapers to read. Focus on the editorial section of the newspapers, because they give you an opinion-based perspective and they give you a lot of ideas and concepts from which you can derive inferences. So inferences are very important in your VARC. VARC consists of 2 sections, which is one is verbal and one is verbal ability and one is reading comprehension. So reading comprehension requires a lot of inferensive skills of yours. So every day I would say, from July till your exam, every day solve one passage, may it be of critical reasoning or a simple question answer factual based passage, but solve it. You should have the ability to read the passage at one go and remember the facts at one go. You cannot reread the passage, you don't get that much of time. When it's verbal ability, it's all practice, it's just like logical. Verbal ability is all, the rearranging and all maybe other parts of grammar related questions. So you can do it by practice. And regarding my last minute preparation strategies, I planned and I took leave from my office for 2 weeks, and before that, from 1 month I was preparing like 12 hours a day. So it is very important towards the end to increase your hours of preparation. At the end I used to give 12 hours a day, so I used to compulsorily practice 1 mock a day, that is 3-hour mock. Analyze the mock, because the mistakes that you make, analyzing them is very important towards the end. So analyze the mocks, and then the other remaining part I used to like half of the week I used to brush up my basics, half of the weeks I used to work on advanced questions. And my D-Day strategy, basically it was all I had to do was that not study on D-Day. I just kept my books at my place. I went there 1 hour back, I just observed the environment. I made my mindset that I have to just give my best, and this is the point for which I'm working hard from all these months. Feeling that is very important, that this is that point, because you give so many mocks, after that you get redundant, that maybe this is one more mock. So maybe that mock you don't consider in a serious level, but it is very important to realize that this is not the same mock and this is the main paper. So that realization, take that realization on the day, don't study on the day. And time also gives you some webinars, the last minute webinars in the 1 month, which gives you some changes that CAT is addressing this year, or maybe the test taking strategies, the form filling strategies, all of that they give you all the guidance for. So I would just like to say that make the most of whatever time is providing you, and if you are already a time student, then it will really work wonders for you, but just make the most of whatever they provide you, and have good luck for your CAT. Thank you.